have something in common. Even though some of us are parents, teachers, coaches, community members, we all have something in common, and that is that we want the best for these girls. We want them to rise up. And one of the things that we've learned, there are some statistics about this. When a girl is sent to university, she is more likely to give back to the community than boys. It is a statistic. It's maybe not the truth in every community. So do you
It's true. It's true.
Is it true? Okay, so do you need to translate that?
Yeah. En adieri ni nyiri modhi nyaka university ber maloyo yawuoyi nikech giduogo kendo gimiyowa mang'eny maloyo gima yawuoyi miyowa e gwengewa.
So yeah, we are all united and we all want that for these girls because it will benefit your community. We all want the best for them. And I know that you, teachers from the Bright Light Academy, you have them very, very small. So your job is almost more important than our job. We get them in their teenage years because you are able to create the foundation of what they will need going up school into the ranks of higher learning. You are going to create the foundation. So I would just love to have a round of applause for the Bright Light teachers. You've got a lot of responsibility. And have you all been trained? You're all doing mentorship programs there? Or part of? One of you. Okay, so you're going to spread the knowledge. We'd like to say it's a ripple effect. You drop a stone into a pond, and it just spreads out throughout the community.
In waves.
All right, I don't know if you need to... If someone doesn't understand, yeah, raise your hand.
Aloki. Mapunjo Bright Light. Bright Light? Gichako gi nyithindo matindo to gibedo kod kapod gitindo kendo gidongo e lwetgi ma gibed ji. Koro gin gi nengo ahinya e ngima nyithindogo, ahinya ma nyiri. Program ma kawuono to en about nyathi ma nyako ahinya mondo walose obed ng'ato malong'o manyalo konyo.
Is that Moses reached out to me, and the reason was the teen girls were getting pregnant and dropping out of school.
Koro kaka program nochakore ni Moses nochopo ire mondo gine kaka inyalo kony nyithindo ma kamoro omako iye to wuok e skul kendo were gi somo mondo giduogi gichak mbele gi somo.
And it was after COVID, it was 8 girls per school.
Bang COVID nen nyiri aboro e skul ka skul newe skul.
Yeah. And lack of sanitary towels, the belief that a boy's education is more important also contributed to the girls dropping out of school.
Achiel kuom gik mane miyo giwe skul en bedo ni ok ginyalo yudo towels ma giborego ndalo
neno
malo to gi paro ma wan godo ni yawuoyi bet ber wuoyi siro en minyalo puonje tiweyo nyako.
So I am a leadership coach and I don't teach subjects like English or math. I teach people how to be better leaders and help them develop behaviors that will help them succeed throughout life.
En japuonj mar bedo jotelo, puonjo ji kaka ng'ato nyalo bedo jatelo. Ok opuonj math, ok opuonj English, koro opuonjo ji mondo ng'ato oyud ngadho mar bedo jatelo kodongo.
Okay, so we thought, what type of behaviors can we teach girls to help them succeed?
So nagiparo en kido mage monego puonj nyiri mondo okonygi mondo giyud gima ber e ngima.
Great. And we developed an 8-week program for 30 girls at a time so that the girls will feel safe in that environment to share any of their challenges and to really speak about things that are hard to speak about in a big group.
Koro ne gichako program mar wigi 8 mondo gine kaka nyiri nyalo konyore, mondo gine kaka ginyalo puonjo nyiri mondo ae kuonde mane gintiere mondo gidhi kama ber ma gidwaro.
Some of the subjects that each workshop has a theme. We start with how to build confidence.
Koro achiel kuom kuonde mipuonjruoke en gin topic kata theme en kaka how to build
Conference chair.
ere kaka inyalo gero chir kuom nyathi manyako.
And I have a personal recipe for building confidence.
Koro en gi yo makende ma inyalo kony godo e gero chir kuom nyathi manyako.
Here it is. Try something new and succeed at it. And if you don't succeed, you learn for the next time and you do better the next time.
Koro ne ma teme gimoro manyien mondo itemane kadang ikonyri kuom kata
Go Kangbe.
go okang mbele kata iyude kotamore tichak item machielo.
So other subjects that we create, that we talk about are creating a vision for your future. So if you can see it, you can then walk to it and figure out what are the steps along the way to get to your future vision.
Koro achiel kuom kuonde ma mipuonjruok en ni loso nyanonro mari mineno kaka ngimani mambele dhi bedo. Koro ing'iye tiluwe mondo iyude kaka ipange ni mondo bed.
Another one is discovering your strengths. So the girls take an online assessment to know what are their top strengths, because if you're doing anything in life, you want to be using your strengths. Otherwise, it's like pushing a big rock up a hill.
Like Sisyphus.
Koro wach machielo en ni mondo gifuny tekregi mondo giyud kaka ginyalo tiyo gi tekregi mondo giyudgo gimoro ma gidwaro. Ok ni itimatima gimoro machalo ng'ama dhiro luanda ma idho go got ma ok nyalre.
Right. For example, in my business, I am not good at math, so I leave that to someone else, and I work on communicating with people because one of my strengths is communication.
Koro kuom ranyisi ohande en ok obere kwano, to en obere wuoyo gi ji. Koro kwano to wene ng'at mabere kwano en otimo wuoyo gi ji mondo oyud jok manyalo konyo ohande no mondo ber.
Great. Another thing that we handle is staying safe. Consent, staying safe, sexual education, and I do not teach those workshops because I am not qualified. We have a psychologist come from Nakuru to speak to the girls about sex education, consent, and safety, staying safe, which are all the same subject, really.
Koro nitiere japuonj machielo moro wuok Nakuru mabiro puonjogi weche mag awach ni weche mag ng'eyo weche mag jomadongo weche mag kachiena ma ibo puonjo nikech en to ok ober ahinya. Koro ibiro yud jalno molony e weche mag psychology mabiro puonjogi weche machalo kamago mag kachiena.
So I'd like to just pause because I feel like I'm talking a lot. Does anyone have any questions?
Diped ni ng'ato nigi penjo moro nikech bed ni owuoyo ahinya. Penjo onge. Biro mbele. So ahead, so we are going to have some questions ahead.
Ahead, okay. Yeah, and around sex education, we want girls to know that there are choices. They need to make empowering choices for them. They shouldn't feel trapped into doing something. First of all, doing something with a boy, So doing something with a boy, you understand what I mean? You know, okay? Doing something they shouldn't feel pressured into having a baby. They have choices. If they would prefer to go to university over getting pregnant, this is a choice that they need to make for themselves.
Koro nyiri nigi yiero ma nyaka gitim ne gin giwegi kaluwore gi weche mag nindruok. Ok ochuno na inyalo timo gimoro gi wuoyi to en owuon obiro ng'ado e chunye gima nyaka otim manyalo konye mondo ofuti mbele gi somo.
I think we all know I am a working mother. I always worked. And from the moment I had children, my career was like this. And then I had babies, and my career went like this. And then the babies grew up, and my career went like this. So having children, if it can be put further back, it will be better for the girl's success, overall success, in terms of getting to university, choosing a career, and then giving back to the community.
Koro wacho ni en kaka en ng'ama miyo, nitiere kinde mane otiyo, wacho ni sama notiyo kane pok oyudo nyithindo to tije nochomo got kamae. To sama noseyudo nyithindo to ochako mano graph ochako leng'ore ka koro ok oti maber ahinya. To sama nyithindo nosebedo madongo ma koro ok gin e lwete, tich ochako bedo motegno, otiyo matek nikech en gi thuolono. Sombe ok nyal bedo maber. Sombe nyaka chwanyre ma kamoro ohinyre. To sama nyathi onge lwete to otiyo matek gi tekre nikech onge gima machako kiko pache.
That we teach them are mindfulness. I don't know if you know how to say that in your language. Mindfulness and meditation. So coping skills.
Gik machielo achiel kuom gik ma bende ipuonjogi en bedo gi paro motegno mochomore kuom gimoro achiel. Ong'e machalo kamano.
To gi ng'eyori iwuon.
Gi ng'eyori iwuon.
Yes. So let me fill you in a little bit. So we want our girls to have a set of tools. We want them to leave our program with a set of tools that if they have a challenge in life, they can reach into their toolbox and pull out a tool. Coping skills is about, I am in a crisis. Something's happening in my work, my family, my heart is beating, I'm sweating, and I have to bring myself down to a state of calm before I make any kind of decision. Because I know it's a lot. Because if you're emotional, the thinking part of your brain has shut down. So coping skills is like bringing people down to a state of calm. And then I'm going to ask them some questions.
Koro gimotemo wacho ni kitemo mondo kiket kuom nyathini kido kata tegno mar paro ma kamoro samoro gimoro timore manyalo miyo bed gi mirima kata bedo gi kihondko to en gi keto sepuonje en gi gimo nyalo tiyo godo kata monyalo kawo kata monyalo keto e ngimane mondo okwe mondo opar okang' monyalo kawo kendo kapok ich wang' otere okang' mane ok onego bed obede.
So I'm going to practice what I do with the girls.
Wadwa temane practice kako timo gik motimo gi nyiri.
Yeah, because our workshops are interactive. It's not just me up there talking.
Tech workshop ni puonjruok ni en puonjruok mar wuoyo iwacho to watudore kama ok en mar ng'at achiel ma wuoyo ne ji moleng'.
All right. Yes. So I'd love to ask you guys, how do you, when you're in a very, when something happens and it's a very emotional moment, how do you bring yourself to a state of calm? Or do you? Do you know how to bring? And there are a lot of ways that we can talk about, but I'd love to hear from them first.
Koro penjo maduong' mopenjoni niya, kapo ni samoro gimoro timore ni ma samoro chodo chunyi kata ma miyi mirima, ere kaka inyalo timo mondo ibed gi hali moro mokwe minyalo keto pachi mondo obed mokwe mondo ine kaka inyalo konyo chandruok kata achiedh nade modonjo nini. mani gima dwa puonjore. Koro ok en ni owuoyo to uwinjo, koro obed
Discussion.
interactive moro ma uwuoyo, ugolo pacho, iwinjo paro.
I can give an example. Oh yes, what do you do?
You can pray.
Absolutely. You can pray. That's great. Yeah. I actually pray to my people that have passed on to another life. My brother, my father, and I ask them for help.
En olemo jogegi manosetho. Olemo ni gik moko kwayo gi muono.
Yes.
Okwayogi mondo gikonye.
Yeah. Another thing that I do is I go for a walk in nature and I listen to the birds. And it is amazing what nature can do for our nervous system to calm us down.
Seche moko owacho niya, omedo golo ranyisi gik manyalo konyowa. Seche moko kapo ni miriambo odonjo to wuotho, onyalo kawo wuoth moro matin kamae. Owinjo kaka yamo kudho, kaka winy ywak, ni gik ma kamago nyalo miyo pache duogo makwe. Ube golo ane pacho. She cries.
Yes, to let out emotion is very, very important. To not keep it in us, to let it out. Yes. Soothing music. Yes, great.
Owinjo thum kata wer mahoyo chuny.
An nigi nyara moro matin. Samoro ka yo wang to ohera ka gi tugo moro ka dhi ire to awinjo ka chaka bet mamor ma nyaka nyier. Pachala
She has a young, loving daughter that when he is upset, he goes to her and plays with her, and then he calms.
So true. Yeah.
Family,
like
social support.
social support and the support of young ones, because the young ones, they seem to have figured it out better than we do, because they are not as stressed out by life as we are. So it's great to connect. Yeah. Another one from my culture. Oh, hi.
I'm
Vision. Television.
Television, there is she likes telepreaching.
Yes.
So she will listen to preaching on the television, and then that will soothe our heart.
That's great. That's a coping skill that a lot of us use. Television. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else?
Machielo manigi moro.
Okay. What? Yeah. Oh, we got one there.
So sad.
It's not only me that experience it, so I like to share how with someone else.
You guys, yes. These are all the things that I also think of. Yeah, asking someone for advice, telling your story to someone else.
Ipenjo ng'ato mondo okonyi gi paro, okomi kata ogoni mbaka gik machalo kamano.
Great. So that was a lot of great ideas. These are some. They're very resourceful.
And here.
Another one.
Oh, inyalo dwaro group mar your engagements ka nitie. Ubedo discuss whatever is there. That will calm you down.
And look for your age mates, maybe sit down and discuss
Yeah.
the situation.
Yes.
Your age mates.
Yes. The support of others is very, very important. So, as a girl, we know this as adults, but as girls, they don't necessarily know all of that. So we try to talk about it so that that's all part of their toolbox. They know that when they're in a stressed out state, they should go and listen to music, or they should go and walk in nature, something like that.
Koro magi gik matemo mondo wanyisi nyiri, kapo ni gik makamago otimore negi, to ibiyo winj thum moro manyalo hoyo chunye, kata okaw rieko moro matin manyalo
And the last thing that I want to tell you is that in that workshop, we teach them meditation. So we take them on a journey of 15 minutes. We say breathe in, breathe out. We could do a little one here if you're up for it.
Koro achiel kuom gik ma ipuonjogi en hoyo chuny, meditation. Ginyalo bedo gi rieruok moro mar dakika 15, iketogi ni yue kadonjo iye, chak yie kawuok oko.
What do you think? Who wants to do a meditation? We can come.
Wanyalo time kae mondo ne. Kuto?
Yes. Great. Awesome. So, I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes.
Koro adhi kwayo mondo gi wang'.
Place your 2 feet firmly on the ground.
Mondo inyal gi tiendeni ariyo.
Sit back in your seat
Iyiengri e komi.
and place your hands on your lap.
Kaeto iket lweti e bamni.
Now we're going to breathe in for 7 counts and out for 7 counts.
Biro ywa muya iye dibiriyo kendo oko bende dibiriyo.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0.
And last time, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please keep your eyes closed and listen to the sound of my voice.
Koro miya wang'i mondo iwinj gima awacho.
I'm going to invite you to try to remove all the stressful thoughts from your mind.
Kwayo mondo igol paro mag gik madhi e pachi.
Things that happened this week,
Gik mane otimore e wigni
this morning,
kata okinyi kawuono
this year that were hard for you.
kata higani mane orachni.
Try to leave them behind you.
Samana mondo iwegi e ng'eyi chien.
And I'd like you to imagine a place which for you is paradise.
Agombo ni mondo iparane e pachi ma samoro ma ing'iyo tineno ka en paradiso.
Is it the beach? Is it the mountain? Is it your home? Is it something else? It's very personal. Imagine what it is for you.
Dobed ni en e dho nam, koso dobed ni en e wi got, koso dobed kamoro maber kata dalani ma iparo ni ber kabisa. Nitiere pachi.
And in that place, there is a tree.
Kendo kama kanyono nitiere yien moro.
Underneath the tree is a girl reading a book.
E bwo yien no nitiere nyako masomo buk.
I'm going to invite you. No, hold on one second. That girl is now looking out over the horizon.
Nyako no ng'icho koneno mabor kabisa kama boche kama polo oriwore gi gode.
All her hopes and dreams are in front of her, and she can see them.
Lekne duto gi genone duto ni e mbelene kendo nyalo nenogi.
And I'd like to ask you to imagine that your whole body is filling up with light.
Nyalo ni parane dendi te ler moro odonje.
And now I would like to invite you to blast the girl with all of the light from your forehead towards the girl. Blast her with light.
Ni mondo akwayi ni mondo imeny nyako ni gi ler mane dendi ni duto, menye kabisa gi ler no duto.
girl receives the light. She takes a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and she knows that anything is possible.
Nyako ni yudo ler moa kuomi, oyueyo kod kadonjo iye kendo oyueyo kawuok oko, kaeto fwenyo ni gik moko nyalore.
Now I would like to ask you to think of 3 things that you are grateful for in your life.
Koro kwayi mondo iparane gik moko 3 ma igonegi erokamano ahinya e ngimani.
We're going to take a big breath in and a big breath out. And when you are ready, please open your eyes and come back to the space.
Koro yweyo matek iye kendo oko, kiseikori to koro iduogo kendo mondo chak tiyo.
1, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're comfortable, you can open your eyes.
So koro isekunyo yawo wang'i.
Okay, so how does anyone want to share how you feel now or what that was like for you?
Nitie ng'ama nyalo nyiso kaka owinjo kata kaka gino konyi. Makes you think about things that are so deep that we are not happy, we don't have thought about it. And also it makes you feel that the children need to be cared for.
Yeah, we gain insight in these moments because life is very busy and we cannot take the opportunity to have time to think. And so what we try to tell the girls is build this practice into your day so that you will be able to direct the rest of your life in a thoughtful way. Anybody else wants to share if
feels happy, strong and free. Yes.
yeah, that's great.
She feels more relaxed. She has something in her heart, but now she feels more relaxed.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, anything else? Anything from this side of the room that you like what was that like for you and how do you feel? Sure.
Yeah, it teaches her that somebody wronged you,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true because when we're not forgiving, we are held prisoner.
nikech sama okwaweyo ne ng'ato richone, okwang'uono ne ng'ato, to wan wachalo jok manie jela.
So, yeah.
Obed jo ler. Oh yes, so that we illuminate our children with light from us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, what I want to say about that exercise that we just did is it is science. everything we do in this program is based on science. And it has been proven that if you are able to activate a calming mechanism, you are better able to handle your challenges and make good decisions for yourself.
Koro gima watimo no en gima osebedo gima osetim ne nyanonro e sayans mofweny ni en gima nyalo miyo ng'ato bedo mokwe, en gima nyalo miyo ng'ato bedo gi ng'ado weche makare maonge ri. En gima osebedo osetim ne nyanonro kendo osefwenye ni onyalo konyo ng'ato nigi chandruok mar paro.
So, does anyone have any questions about the
Machielo, sabunio kendo imos.
Yes.
Onge gima kako bongo. Pachi okwe ni kamoro achiel.
When
Ka en a problem, to en a problem, en tuma. Emine.
when you've closed your eyes and you're quiet, you don't see any other thing, you concentrate. The brain is concentrating.
Yes.
That is if it's about a problem, the problem that you see.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, so your daughter has learned how to do this, and I hope it's working for her. I know your daughter is Doreen. Is your daughter Doreen?
Seri.
Sheila? No, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay.
Koro nyari osefwenyo gini kendo oseng'e kaka itime kendo oseng'eyo ni gino konyo.
Does anyone have any questions about the program that your daughters have gone through, or any other questions?
Gima chielo manyalo bede kata paro moro. Chak wachane kendo. What can we do so that we love each other?
Love more the children.
So that we love each other better with our children.
Yes, to like create bonds with your children. Yeah.
What can we do so that
Okay.
we tighten that?
So for me, this is my personal recipe. Children are like flowers, specifically sunflowers.
Koro wacho ni manto pache, wacho ni nyithindo gichalo kaka maupe, ahinya maua ma sunflower.
Right? Children turn towards the light.
Koro nyithindo lokore ka ng'iyo kuma ler wuokie.
If you want to have a strong relationship with your daughter, be the light, and she will turn towards you, and she will grow into a positive human being.
Kida bedo gi tudruok maber gi nyathini ahinya manyako, bed lerno, to biro lokore ka ng'iyo kuma ler aye, biro dongo mondo obed ng'at malong'o.
Right. There's always conflict between a parent and a child.
Nitiere ruokruok kata tuomruok e kind janyuol gi nyathi. Nitiere ga.
Right? So when a daughter brings up a challenge, simply listen. Step one, listen.
Ka nyathini obedo gi chandruok moro kata okeloni, okang' mokwongo en ni chik ne iti.
Step two, do not give advice.
Mar ariyo, kik imiye paro.
Right? Ask her what she thinks would be the best choice at that moment.
Penye ane gima oparo ni nyalo bedo
Konyruok.
maber e kindeno.
Right? That way, she will feel empowered to make a good decision. Yeah.
Ibiro bedo ni isegere mondo obed ni onyalo golo paro manyalo konyo.
Who is your daughter?
Nyari en ng'a?
Doreen. I love Doreen. You're doing a great job. She's there. Whatever you're doing, you are the sunflower.
Ohero Doreen kendo timo tich maber. Ni Doreen sunflower chalni ler kabisa ma sunflower lokore ka ng'iyo.
You're a model for the community. Yeah. We want you as a coach.
Ibed japur.
Yeah, because you could coach other parents, you know, on how to do a great job. Yeah.
Nyalo puonjo jonyuol moko kaka itimo.
Who is your daughter? Beautiful, beautiful girl. Yeah, she participates a lot in class, and she too is filled with positive light. Yeah. Great.
Nyathi matek kabisa kendo bende lerno ni kuome kabisa.
Any other questions?
Penjo moro?
Like, yeah. Who's dying to ask a question?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
So we've done this exercise for roughly. You said that we were to take it for 15 minutes. Is that the standard time? Is one able to do it longer and get better results, or is one able only to do it for 15 minutes and achieve the intended results?
Gima watimono inyalo time mana dakika 15 kende, kendo inyalo time mabor moloyo kanyo mondo oyud gima ber kata yud duoko maber. En ni thuolo minyalo time godo matut mondo oyud duoko maber. Chalo minyalo bedo marom.
If you have 5 minutes, do it for 5 minutes.
En dakika 5 time kuom dakika 5.
If you have 15 minutes, do it for 15 minutes.
En dakika 15 time kuom dakika 15.
The longer you do it, the better and the more effective it will be.
Kaka medo time kaka kawo thuolo mar time maduong' ema miyo obedo maber moloyo.
And I'd like to give an example. I coach teams of people, and it's very, very, it's scary for me to coach teams.
Omiyo ranyisi en ojapuonj mar timbe madongo mag ji.
And the first time that I was coaching a team, I did a 1/2 hour, I did a 30-minute meditation, a very, very long one, and I was very stressed out before that meditation.
Koro mokwongo nokwongo notimo kuom dakika 30. To nowacho ni ne en gachiedhnade maduong' ahinya kane pok ochako timo meditation.
And it was the best team coaching that I ever did because I was in a state of calm and my brain was able to think of the next step and the next step and the next question and the next question. And that's what I really want to drill down on, that this is science.
Kech kanotime to okuongo ne nyalo yudo thuolo mar yudo okang' machielo kendo okang' machielo kendo okang' machielo. To bang' to noyudo kochopo e okang' maber mane nyalo konyo mondo obed mokwe kabisa.
Great question.
Possibly the last one. There's been a lot of breathing involved in the exercise. Do you want to tell the participants what that actually signifies? What's the importance
Yes.
of breathing?
Yeah.
Yes, in and out.
Kane watime yweyo ng'eny iye, yweyo oko, yweyo iye, golo muya gi ywayo muya iye ng'eny iye e wachni. Tiende kata nyanonro mare en ang'o?
So, we have 2 types of nervous systems. We have sympathetic and parasympathetic.
Wan gi
Yeah.
yore matin kawan, but nervous system en paro obwongo. Koro nitiere
Sympathetic,
and
parasympathetic.
Sympathetic nervous system is called fight or flight. It allows us to, in a situation of danger, quickly get out of something.
Or
It's
confront.
when we were cavemen, you know, and we saw something in the bush, it allowed us to quickly run in the other direction.
Koro sympathetic wuoyo kuom weche machalo kaka I think flight or fight. En ni kiyudo ka gimoro iromo godo mabech te, en ni in gi weche ariyo. Inyalo dhaw kata inyalo
Very much. Yes.
Yes. It allows your emotional part of your brain, which is fear or other things, takes over the thinking part of your brain, and you're able to get out and run away.
Koro en momiyo wakawaromo gi gik machalo kamago to luoro biro to kawo pachwa duto. Koro ka luoro osekawo pachi duto en ni achiel kuom gima inyalo timo maduong' manyalo konyi en gi ng'wech.
To answer your question,
Yes.
the parasympathetic breathing allows us to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which shuts down the emotional part of the brain and frees up the thinking part of the brain.
Koro machielo iluongo ni parasympathetic en okonyo e loro weche mag luoro kendo weche mag mirima, kaeto omiyo obwongo we paro mang'eny to we.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
So when you breathe in, that.
Kiyueyo to
Okay.
miyo obwongo ni koro ok bed gi paro mang'eny mar maybe adwa ni ringi, maybe idwa ni bed makiny, maybe idwa ni mondo ichak dhaw, machalo kamago. To koro ok ipar mang'eny, ikwe mondo obwongo ni obed gi kwe machalo kamano.
Okay. Thank you.
So, yeah, any other questions before we go to shortly a sermon by the pastor Jianga? Any other questions?
Penjo machielo ma nitiere?
Okay, and I guess the last thing that I'll say is try to, as parents and teachers, try to concentrate on the things that your daughter or student is good at.
Semane matek mondo ket pachi kuom ma nyathini berie moloyo gik moko.
Instead of saying negative things, and as a parent, I too say negative things to my children. Stop doing that. You're driving me crazy. Calm down. All of these things.
Koro wek wacho gik ma ataro kata gik maricho ne nyathini, mae nyalo miyo bed gi paro ma ok ber.
But I try to say more positive than negative.
Koro to matek mondo iwacho weche mabeyo maloyo maricho.
I'd love to tell a story. Okay, it's going to take maybe 2 minutes.
Wadogo ni sigana moro kama samoro dhi kawo dakika moko ariyo.
So, my daughter recently returned from her first year of college with not 1, but 3 tattoos.
Koro ni machiegni nyare nowuok college ka nigi tattoo gin gik mikede del ka.
Goro Magdalene.
Goro moko mikede del. Oketo gi adek.
Okay, 1 year, and 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
Moro ka.
Okay?
Moro kendo.
I wanted to go like
Strangle
this.
her.
All right? And I said to her, what you did is so stupid. At 21 years old, you are making decisions that will last a lifetime. Yeah. And she said, I hate you. You're always telling me what to do. You're always judging me. So I left the room. I went for a walk in nature. And I breathed. And I came to the conclusion that the girl that I sent to university was the exact same girl that was sitting in front of me. She was smart, She has empathy.
and smart.
Oriek.
Okay.
Intelligent. Intelligent.
Pachu maber.
She has many, many talents, and she is a beautiful person on the inside and on the outside.
Inena jal majaber kendo en gi talanta mang'eny, ober gi iye kendo ober gi oko.
And when I came back to the room, I said, "You're right. It's your body. It is not my body."
Kaito kane duogo e ot, kato nyise ni onge rach, en dendi, ok en denda.
I said, "I love you just the way you are, and you are beauty for me on the inside, and now I know that this is part of your beauty on the outside."
Nyise ni aheri mana kaka in no, ijaber gi iye, kendo ijaber gi oko, kendo gik mantie e dendigo ang'eyo ni koro gin achiel kuom berni man gi oko.
So, what happened?
Koro ang'o notimore?
We hugged each other, we cried,
Gikwakore, ywak,
we laughed at how stupid we were,
bende ginyiero kaka ne gifuwo,
and we were closer than we have ever been at that moment.
gikaeto gibedo machiegni moloyo kaka gisebedo ga machiegni e kinde mosekalo.
Because she felt listened to, and she felt heard, and she felt not judged by her parent.
Koro kindeno nowinjo ka ok ong'adne bura ahinya, kendo nowinjo ka en koro en thuolo gi janyuolne.
And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening, and for,
Mane gima neno kawuono, ogono erokamano ne ji.
yeah. Thank you.
Your name?
So now,
You want to say your name?
oh, my name is Valerie Miller. I was raised in New York. I lived in France for 25 years. I raised my children in France. And I now live in Japan,
Okay.
which is a very beautiful country and a great place to visit, but a very challenging place to live for someone that doesn't speak Japanese.
Okay.
En nyinge Valerie
Miller.
Valerie Miller.
Valerie Miller, nonyuole New York, America, odongo France, to kawuono to dak Japan. Japan kama andong' ng'eny ahinya kaluwore gi dhok ma ok owinji dho Japan. Koro kanyo modake.
Okay.
Our website is buildmybetterlife.org. You can learn about our programs on our website, buildmybetterlife.org.
In gi mbui ma inyalo some wechegi ma inyalo manye kata kinyalo dhi YouTube and buildmybetterlife.org.
And this summit is about coaches. Coaches have flown in from around the world. Japan, me and someone else from Japan, Athens, Greece, United States, Czech Republic, and we are all leadership coaches.
Koro bura ni en mar
Again.
coaches moa e kuonde mamoko ma pinje mag Czech Republic, Greece, Athens to gi Japan. Koro gibiro kanyakla mondo gitim puonj ne nyithindo Japan.
This is pro bono work. This is work that we do for free for your community.
Ma en tich ma itimo nono ne
Gwenge moya.
gwengewa, iluongo ni pro bono, itime nono onge chudo.
And our programs do have a cost. They do cost something. We pay our staff, and we pay for things like t-shirts, snacks for the girls, school fees, sanitary towels. So what we do, there is a price to that, and we need donations from people. People have donated from around the world, but there's something called donor fatigue. You know, they feel really enthusiastic about it, and then they forget about us. So we don't want to be forgotten, and it takes 5 minutes to go to our website and make a donation.
lakini gima gitimo en ni gichulo fees ne nyithindo, ging'iewo negi pad, ging'iewo chiemo moko matindo tindo ma samoro nyiri ka giromo godo to gimiyo, kaka tishede koro warwako sani ging'iewo. Koro gima gitimo ka mondo giyud pesa en ni giyawo kama ng'ato nyalo keto negi gimoro e yo mar chokro e piny mangima. Giyudo gik machalo kamago ma iketo negi e chokro mondo gibed ni ginyalo timo gik ma gitimo.
Yeah, extremely important for us to be able to continue these programs.
En gima duong' ahinya mondo program ni odhi mbele, dhi mbele ka nitiere chokro moko ma ji nyalo kete e lwetgi mondo program ni odhi mbele.
Alright, thank you so much, everyone. And now we are going to, I would say, just hang out here in the shade, and we'll give you instructions on the microphone for the short sermon.
All right.
Koro kama wadhiye en ni wadwaro short sermon,